Hi, it's Jennifer from CraftSanity.com, and I just wanted to give you guys a step-by-step tutorial on how to make these woven heart baskets, and so let's get to it. I put on the website a bunch of templates in a bunch of different sizes. We have 4 sizes on the website. I think I'm using one of the larger sizes here. There's one super large, but this one is kind of a medium size. It makes a nice basket. So what you're going to do is, the first thing you want to do is cut out felt in 2 contrasting colors, and you're going to want to place your template on the fold here. And it doesn't have, I mean, you can cut quickly. These don't have to be perfect. It's a pretty forgiving project here. So then you're going to mark your lines that you're going to cut. These are about 1 inch apart. I just held it up to the window and put the template behind. And with the darker colors, it's hard to see, but I was able to just trace my lines through. You also could use a light box, or you could also just measure it with a ruler and not have to fuss around with lighting and backlighting this. Next thing you're going to do is just cut up from the fold. Just follow, and I have both colors. I did not mark the red. I just marked the top layer and just follow through. It helps if your scissors are sharper. These could use being sharpened here, so this is appearing much more difficult than it actually is. It really isn't this hard to cut 4 layers of felt, folks. Your scissors are sharp. Okay, so then you have these 2 pieces. Since I have my pencil marks and I can still kind of see those, I always flip this to the inside just so I don't have to see those pencil marks. And then, so you can see what we're going for. This is a finished woven heart, okay? So as you can see, these are the 2 pieces that we started out with, the purple and the red here. And I swapped in pink for purple, but as you can see, we want to have a woven effect here, and we want to make sure that when we're weaving, we want to check to make sure we can actually put something in here. It's pretty easy to accidentally weave it so it doesn't open. We don't want that to happen. So first thing you're going to do, instead of going over under, think of it as inside outside, because you want to, like I said, open this and be able to open it completely like a basket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pink here, I'm going to go between the 2 layers, inside those 2 layers of red, and then I'm going to take the red and put it through the pink here, okay? And then I'm going to just do the opposite you did with the previous layer. And it kind of moves on you a little bit. You could put a pin up here at the top if you wanted to, but you know, it's up to you. Whatever you feel is going to be the easiest for you. Okay, so this is our first layer, and this is actually the first pass through is the hardest because everything's kind of wonky. Okay, and so then you take your next piece from the pink here, and you want to do the opposite. So since I went inside this time, or last time, I'm going to go outside on this pass. I'm going to go through this layer. And these baskets are very commonly made out of paper. And I really like to do things with fabric and felt, so I thought I would make mine out of felt. And I've been pretty happy. I've made several and with my kids, and we've been pretty happy with the felt construction. Okay, and this last one, you might think, oh my gosh, this is going to come undone. No, just let it sit right there, and it will stay where it's supposed to be, even though it's not wrapped around the edge. And then we're getting closer to the end here. Oops, see, it's easy to tell if you've made a mistake because it'll look exactly like the previous row, and you don't want that to happen. You want it to be the opposite. So you just keep going inside and outside. And as you can see, a pattern starts to develop. And this is really kind of a confusing thing to read directions and then try to do it. I think visually is the best way to find out how to do this project. So hopefully this video is helping you make sense of how these things are made. Okay, and this last one gets tucked in here. And as you can see, you can do a little bit of adjustment because it does look it gets to looking a little bit wonky here. You can make some adjustments and kind of get the tops of your hearts to line up here. And that also means just moving your felt a little bit. But for the most part, just going to adjust this one down here. Seems like the demonstrating one always seems a lot more challenging when you have an audience here. But it's always how it goes. But the felt is pretty, you know, it pretty much goes where you want it to without ripping like paper does. So I've been real happy with that. You can just adjust it so you don't see the edges here. And then, okay, so then to the test as you open it and you see, okay, could I actually put something in there? And yes, we did this correctly. And what I've been doing is adding, in this case, I'll show you over here on this one, I'll take like about just a square inch of the Velcro with adhesive on the back. I bought mine at the hardware store because it's actually cheaper than the fabric store. You can get 15 feet for pretty cheap. It'll last you a good long while too. And then I just cut that square in half, and so I have two little rectangles here, and just no-sew. This is a completely no-sew project. I just have that so you can put some Hershey Kisses in here for a Valentine treat for a friend, and attach that Velcro. And of course, this is not something that you could, you know, I mean, obviously if you go swinging this from the trees, it will, the candy will fall out, but it helps give it some stability. Also, if you want to hang that on the wall, or hang it up without candy, probably I would recommend. But you can hang these up, and the Velcro keeps the tops of the heart together. Otherwise, as you can see, this one, it gets, you know, kind of flaps a little bit. So yeah, that's how you do it. If you have any questions, you can email me, Jennifer@CraftSanity.com. But hopefully this demystified the woven heart basket for you. So happy, I almost said happy Halloween. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.